News time is 7 minutes after 8 o'clock on this Tuesday. Top of the morning from the newsroom of Regional Radio and DeWittDailyNews.com. I'm Seth Lawrence with this expanded local newscast. We stream to Facebook and YouTube. It's brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. Wapella fire crews were called to a rural shed fire Monday afternoon off U.S. Highway 51 between Clinton and Wapella. Flames were seen through the roof when crews arrived. Authorities thank the Clinton Fire Department, the Randolph Fire Department, DeWitt County EMS, DeWitt County Sheriff's Office, the Village of Wapella, and DeWitt County CENTCOM for their assistance throughout the incident. The fire was extinguished without any further damage to adjacent buildings. The turkey hunting season opens this week in Illinois, which means an annual overlap of turkey hunters and mushroom hunters on the WHOW Morning Show Monday. Department of Natural Resources Conservation Police Captain John Williamson told Regional Radio the overlap causes quite a stir at Clinton Lake.
Mushroom hunting has been going on the last week, probably around here. They started to pop, and we're starting to get people out, which has been great. You know, not an issue without turkey season going on. Turkey season starts today, actually, and now we're going to start to have the problem. So last week they could go anytime they wanted to. They could go mushroom hunt and not have any issues. But today, 1 p.m. So after turkey hunting's done, then you can mushroom hunt. So I imagine we're going to have some problems today and for the next week or so, because people have been used to they could go out anytime, and now it's going to have to be after 1 p.m. Usually we don't start finding mushrooms until about another week or so. So turkey season's already in. This year they started before turkey season, so now they're getting used to going early. The weather yesterday and having a really warm night, my guess is they really popped last night. They say they come up at night, and with that really warm weather, we've had good moisture. I'll bet you this week should be really good for mushroom hunting.
According to Captain Williamson, if you're going to mushroom hunt on state property, you need to make sure it's open for mushroom hunting.
All state sites, all federal sites that are managed by the state, and I think even the federal sites that have turkey hunting, which is 90% of them, like the Shawnee National Forest, where people usually go to, they all have that. It's mushroom hunters are closed until 1 p.m. So any public ground, basically, in the state of Illinois that allows turkey hunting, it's closed till 1 p.m. No limits, anything like that. You know, it's always a joke about you have to have a license. You don't. You know, you just want to make sure that if the public property that you're going on is open for mushroom hunting. So some of them are closed because they're refuges, nature preserves, things like that. You cannot go on those. So if you're going to a public site, make sure you call whoever is managing that first, just to make sure that site is open.
Captain Williamson reminds the DNR app and website have access to a lot of things outdoorsmen may need, like getting that fishing license renewed or regulations for your local recreation area. Visit dnr.illinois.gov or find the DNR app by searching Illinois Outdoors on the Apple Store or Google Play. An above-average temperature trend has dominated the Midwest this spring, and while it is carrying into the summer months, we're not looking at a record summer for heat. Ed Shimon at the National Weather Service in Lincoln indicates we could see more storm activity than usual this summer, but in terms of extreme heat, nothing he is seeing would suggest we're in for an unbearable summer.
All right, the seasonal outlook for June, July, August, the heart of summer, is showing above normal temperatures.
Right.
There's a equal chances area in far western Illinois, so probably a few storm systems are going to bring some cooler air down from Canada into the plains. So we're not going to, have the dog days of summer in the June, July portion of this, at least. Just be ready for probably a little bit stormy activity this summer, and above normal precip is not quite all the way up to DeWitt. It's in southeast Illinois, so we're equal chances of above or below normal precipitation this summer. And I'm seeing some drought trend out in the plains, so we're going to be pretty close to potentially seeing some dry spells in there that might, hopefully keep us right on the balance of, maybe okay, but just slightly towards drought level of soil moisture. And as I look at the soil moisture nearby, just to the east and Hyatt and Champaign County, we're doing good at 4 inches. 8 inches is just below the average, and then 20 inches is also slightly below the average. So we're doing okay. Hopefully the rest of April boosts that up, and the summer doesn't start a drought-type trend too soon, because we know August can be, when we get into the dog days of summer and a drought sets up, we really can do some damage to crops if we don't get some rain in there.
The El Nino of the winter has moved on, and the planet is starting to transition to a La Nina trend for the winter months. Shimon indicates we'll see our share of very hot summer days, but it won't be prolonged summer heat.
Yeah, we're going to see above normal temperatures, the trend anyway. So, we could see spells of, maybe 3 or 4 days in the upper 90s, near 100 maybe in the summer, it looks like. Yeah, but it doesn't look like, major heat wave kind of stuff. Just, brief spells of, this is hot. Let's adapt our day, a little more water, spend less time outdoors and stuff like that. Nothing's jumping out. The heat looks like it's bottled up out west, from the Northwest down to Texas. There's a solid above normal signal there. So there's going to be some hot air nearby, but it looks like we're going to be maybe getting some beneficial cooler spells.
April is trending for above normal temperatures for the rest of the month. Get news anytime at DeWittDailyNews.com.
As the seasons change, so does all the stuff in the air that trigger allergy season. CEO Paul Skowron here from Warner Hospital and Health Services, reminding you our walk-in clinic inside our Family Medicine Center is ready to treat those allergies that have you sneezing, blowing your nose, and just making you miserable. No appointment? No problem. Get to our walk-in clinic inside our Family Medicine Center at Warner Hospital at Health Services in Clinton and get feeling better fast.
Have you started spring cleaning? At Love It Once More Thrift Store in Clinton, you can bring us donations during our regular business hours, 10 to 5 Monday through Friday and 10 to 3 on Saturdays. This is Connie. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or at DeWittDailyNews.com to learn about our weekly sales.
Hi, this is Ryan Utterback with Utterback Real Estate. It's greening up out there, and you know what that means.
St. Patty's Day, lad.
No. Green means go time for buying and selling.
The luck of the Irish be with you.
And that's why you're the other Ryan.
Click the Utterback Real Estate icon on DeWittDailyNews.com.
Time now for a look at sports. I'm Seth Lawrence with this report. Ashley Armstrong broke a 2-all tie in the bottom of the 6th inning, and Clinton rallied past Decatur St. Teresa 3-2 Monday in non-conference high school softball action in Clinton. Armstrong's hit came after Hadley Humble tied the game with a base hit earlier in the inning. Jaylee Eller doubled in a run for the Lady Bulldogs, who jumped in front 2-0 in the first. Brooke Reeves was 2 for 4, while Armstrong was 2 for 3 for Clinton. Armstrong went the distance in circle for the Lady Maroons. The senior struck out 7, allowed 2 runs on 5 hits, and walked 0. Clinton goes to 6-8 overall. They will host Hartsburg-Emden Tuesday afternoon. Hear today's action right here on WHOW and online at DeWittDailyNews.com. In a game heard on WEZC and online at DeWittDailyNews.com, Eli Kraft hit a go-ahead 2-run home run in the 2nd inning, and Monticello held on against Maroa-Forsyth 6-2 in a matchup of undefeated high school baseball teams Monday in Monticello. The Trojans opened the game with a 2-0 lead. Caden Maurer had an infield single kick off the slope of the pitcher's mound that caught Monticello shortstop Carter Foran off guard in his pursuit of the ground ball to his left. Mitch Williams worked a walk on a borderline 3-2 pitch from Monticello senior Luke Teschke after Zane Giles sacrificed the 2-over. 2 pass balls allowed the Trojans to go up 2-0 early. The Sages got a run back in their half of the 1st inning on a Teschke RBI triple to right center field. Kraft blistered another big fly to left following a Jacob Long single to start the inning that put Monticello ahead 3-2. The game could be a huge indicator of seeding in the upcoming 2A playoffs. Monticello and Maroa-Forsyth are in the same subsectional and could see each other again in a regional or sectional setting. The Trojans' defense let them down in the third inning as Monticello added insurance runs with Ike Young at bat and a third strike in the dirt. Mitch Williams' throw to first base sailed into right field. Young then took second on a ball in the dirt and long singled through the right side of the infield, and Young slid around the tag at home plate to make the score 4-2. In the sixth inning, Dylan Brown singled to start the inning for Monticello. Ray Colbert doubled down the left field line to set up second and third, and nobody out. Eric Arnold hitting for leadoff hitter Carter Foran brought in Brown with a sac fly to left. Then Matt Sort singled home Colbert to put Monticello up 6-2. The game ended after Maurer singled to center field with 2 outs. Williams then doubled to right field just past a diving attempt by Young. Maurer was held at third base at the last second, and Williams took a big turn at second. The throw went to third base. Monticello caught Maurer trying to score. Teschke worked through a frustrating start to the game to finish 5 1/3 innings of 2-run ball. The Illinois State commit struck out 9, walked 3, and allowed 5 hits. Foran finished the game with an inning of 2/3 of shutout ball. Maurer led Maroa-Forsyth going 3 for 4 with a run and a stolen base. Monday was another classic between the two programs that have had a lot of success in recent years and play each other very close when they match up. The Trojans' undefeated run comes to an end as they go to 13-1 overall. Monticello goes to 20-0 on the season. The Sages are off to its best start since the 2017-18 Sages baseball team went 25-5. Monticello will host Salt Fork on Wednesday. Ethan Eberle struck out 15 in 6 innings of 1-run ball, and Normal Community dispatched its crosstown rival Normal West 6-1 in Big 12 high school baseball at Normal West High School. The Louisville commit went just 3 over the minimum, walking 1 and permitting 2 hits. Alex Olson doubled in the only run of the game for Normal West. Kyle Beatty and Riley Hendren doubled for the Ironmen. Beatty was 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. Hendren finished 2 for 3 with an RBI. Chase Reinhardt went 6 innings for the Wildcats, allowing 3 runs. 1 was earned on 3 hits with 2 walks and struck out 6. Normal West drops to 8-8 overall and 4-3 in the Big 12, while Normal Community improves to 16-1 and 6-0 in the Big 12. The two teams play again on Wednesday at Normal Community High School. Mount Pulaski used a 5-run 4th inning to get by Riverton 9-4 Monday in non-conference high school baseball action from Mount Pulaski. Luke Martin drove in 3 for the Hilltoppers, finishing 3 for 4 with a double. Landon Smith hit a 2-run triple, finishing 1 for 3. Liam Smith, Franklin Wade, and Tucker Fitzpatrick drove in runs. Fitzpatrick, Eric Cooper, and Chance Payne hit doubles for Mount Pulaski, while Cooper logged 3 stolen bases to Fitzpatrick's 1. Cooper allowed an unearned run in 4 1/3 innings. He struck out 6, walked 5, and permitted 3 hits. Aaron Volley held on in the final 2 2/3 innings for the win. He allowed 3 runs. 2 were earned on 5 hits with a walk and a strikeout. Mount Pulaski goes to 13-1 overall. They will host Hayworth this afternoon. Arthur Lovington, Atwood Hammond brought home the winning run in the bottom of the 7th inning and took down Blue Ridge 7-6 in Lincoln Prairie Conference high school softball action Monday in Arthur. Alla took control of the game with a 5-run 5th to go up 6-4, but Blue Ridge came back to tie it in the 7th on a 2-run double from Cassie Zimmerman. But Anna Rollins walked it off for the Lady Knights of Alla in the bottom of the 7th. Zimmerman finished 3 for 3 with a double, 2 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. Carly Fenton was 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs for the Lady Knights. Blue Ridge stole 8 bases, highlighted by Addison Roos's 4. Lily Anger and Zimmerman stole 2 bases apiece. Blue Ridge drops to 4-9 overall and 0-4 in the Lincoln Prairie. They host PBL this afternoon. Nico Horner scored the tying run from second base on a wild pitch in the ninth inning, then delivered a go-ahead single in the 11th as the Cubs rallied past the Diamondbacks 3-2 Monday night. Michael Busch homered for the Cubs, leading off the second on an 0-2 pitch from Merrill Kelly. It was the rookie's 6th of the season and 5th straight game with a home run, tying the franchise record. Busch walked in the 11th. Garrett Cooper singled, moving automatic runner Nick Madrigal to third against Kevin Jarvis to load the bases. Horner followed with a single to right and advanced all 3 runners one base. Chicago was unable to tack on, but Keegan Thompson pitched 2 scoreless innings for the win, walking 1 and striking out 3. He fanned Christian Walker with the potential tying run on third to end the game. Corbin Carroll's 2-out RBI single off reliever Drew Smiley in the 8th gave the Diamondbacks a 2-1 lead, but the Cubs tied it in the 9th against Kevin Ginkel. Horner and Mike Tauchman singled with 1 out. After a strikeout, Ginkel bounced a pitch that rolled away from catcher Gabe Moreno, and Horner raced all the way around from second. Cubs rookie Ben Brown, making his 2nd career start and 4th appearance, retired his last 13 batters and only gave up 1 hit in 6 innings. It was an RBI single by Jake McCarthy that followed 2 walks in the 2nd inning. Brown struck out 4. Hack Wilson, Ryan Sandberg, Sammy Sosa, and teammate Christopher Morel also homered in 5 consecutive games for the Cubs. Kelly lasted 5 innings, throwing 95 pitches. He gave up 5 hits, walked 2, and struck out 5. Before the game, the Cubs placed outfielder Saya Suzuki on the 10-day injured list with a right oblique strain, which occurred Sunday while running the bases in Seattle. Chicago recalled outfielder Alexander Canario from AAA Iowa to replace him on the roster. Kyle Hendricks faces Diamondbacks lefty Tommy Henry today. Sonny Gray struck out 6 and did not walk a batter in 6 scoreless innings, beating his former club with career win number 100. Wilson Contreras doubled twice and drove in a run for the Cardinals in a 3-1 win over the A's on Monday. Nolan Arenado hit an RBI single in the first to stake Gray to an early lead against an Oakland team that had won 3 of 4 and drew a crowd of only 5,500. Astory Ruiz was called up by Oakland shortly before first pitch from AAA Las Vegas and hit a pinch hit homer in the 8th inning. Closer Ryan Helsley struck out 2 in a 1-2-3 ninth for his 6th save in a game that lasted just 2 hours and 19 minutes. A's starter Ross Stripling left in the 6th inning and gave way to Michael Kelly, who immediately gave up an RBI single to Jordan Walker. Stripling has allowed 32 hits over his initial 4 starts since the A's acquired the right-hander from the Giants. Zach Geloff had a pair of hits for the A's, who took 2 of 3 from the Nationals at home over the weekend and have won 3 straight series for the first time since May to June of 2021, when they had 5 victories in a set in a row. Lance Lynn pitches in the middle game of the series for St. Louis opposite J.P. Sears. In a game heard here on WHOW, Seth Lugo pitched 7 crisp innings. Vinny Pasquantino homered, and the Kansas City Royals topped the White Sox 2-0 Monday night. Lugo allowed 4 hits, all singles, in his 3rd straight win. The right-hander also beat the Sox with 6 2/3 innings of 1-run ball on April 4th. Andrew Benintendi had 2 of Chicago's 4 hits in its 5th consecutive loss, part of a franchise worst 2-14 start. The White Sox became the first team to get shut out 6 times in their first 16 games since the 1907 Brooklyn Superbas, according to Baseball Reference. Braden Shoemake was the only runner to advance past first base. He singled and swiped second in the fifth, but was stranded there when Robbie Grossman flew out to the warning track in right. Gavin Sheets was hit by a pitch with 2 down in the ninth, but MacArthur struck out pinch hitter Eloy Jimenez for the final out. Sox right-hander Nick Nastrini permitted 2 runs and 3 hits in 5 innings in his big league debut. He struck out 5 and walked 2.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Nastrini gets his first career strikeout. There's that changeup you highlighted in the pregame. One of those rough years. Swing and a miss on a change to get him, but sometimes those are good things. The 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3 on a slider. Well, completely overmatched Lofton there. The pitch, swing and a miss. He just blew it past him on a fastball. And that is his 4th strikeout. 2 strikes to count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Just some high cheese that time. 5 strikeouts.
The Sox activated Jimenez from the 10-day injured list. The slugger had been sidelined by a left abductor strain. Right-handers Brady Singer and Jonathan Cannon take the mound tonight. Singer is 2-0 with a .98 ERA. He threw 5 innings of 1-run ball in a Kansas City 13-3 win over Houston on Thursday. Cannon makes his big league debut for Chicago. Get sports anytime at DeWittDailyNews.com.
I'm Len Casper, the voice of the White Sox Radio Network. The Sox are right here on 92.3 FM in DeWitt County, WHOW.
Brought to you by Piatt County Collision Center, the State Bank of Bement's Monticello location, Dubson Heating and Cooling, and Kirby Medical Center in Monticello.
Fiber internet has come to Clinton, thanks to Connexus. That's right, Connexus has brought fiber internet to Clinton with plans starting at $45 a month and speeds up to 5 gig. Fall in love with your internet again with incredible fiber internet right to your home. Get on the fiber internet super